Welcome to the Morgan Homestead. For those of you who are new to our channel, we're in the process of moving from the city out to our property in the country. We've started a garden. Kevin is in the process of building a greenhouse, and we just got our first chicks last week.
Yeah, so we ended up getting 25 chicks on about a week ago. Actually, exactly a week ago.
And yeah, we ordered 25 chicks. We picked them up at the post office. They were born on Wednesday. On Friday, we were really worried because we hadn't heard from the place yet. So I called and we got a tracking number. We had ordered them from a place in Iowa, which is only about 360 miles away from us here in Minnesota. And when we did the tracking, we discovered they came from New Mexico. And I don't know, it took a lot longer for them to get here than we anticipated, and I think there's just been a surge in delivery services are running way behind. So
Yeah, so two of them when they arrived, two of them were already dead in the box. I mean, they looks like they died almost right away when they were shipped. So they ended up shipping 27 total. We ordered 25. And then as soon as we got them, we brought them home, gave them food, gave them water, got them set up in the brooder. The temperature of the brooder was already preheated, and then they looked a little weak. There were some of them we were a little worried about, and so that next morning there was 4 that had died overnight.
yeah, it was pretty upsetting. I mean, we thought we did everything right. So when I called, and then later that day, 3 more passed away within the first 24 hours or so of having them. And we were just kind of devastated. I mean, the poor little things. I felt really bad. And I called the place, and they said that there was a high loss rate with the shipment because of the delays in shipping, etc. So they just reimbursed us for those chicks. We opted not to have more chicks sent out because I didn't want the same thing to happen. We thought we'll just go with these chicks and see how it goes. This is our first time having chicks, so we have a lot to learn.
Yeah, so that first night they were out in the garage, like I said, and the temperature was regulated in the brooder. But we decided we wanted to bring them in the house, just so we could keep a better eye on them and maybe regulate the temperature a little bit easier.
Yeah, and they seem to be doing great now. They all seem healthy. They're eating, drinking, running around. We can show you a little video of them right now, and they're doing great. My only concern right now is I'm afraid to touch them. I don't want to cause them any undue stress, so I haven't really been holding them or anything, and I'm wondering if some of you experts out there can give me some tips, because I want them to be friendly, and I don't want them running from me every time I see them. So I don't know if anyone can give me some tips down below in the comments and let me know how to handle these new chicks. Is it best to leave them alone still for a while, or should I be attempting to hold them every day?
Now they're still pretty skittish. I mean, as soon as you go in there and start putting your hands inside the box, they are scattering like crazy to get away from you.
Yeah, so yeah, 1 week down, and we're gonna leave them in the house, I guess, for another week or two. It's in Minnesota. We're still warming up a little bit. We are eventually going to transition them back out to the larger brooder in the garage when the weather gets a little warmer.
Yep.
So we'll show you what they look like now, and then if you could, anyone who has any comments or tips, please let us know what we should do or can do, or if we're doing this right. We're learning as we go. We've done a lot of research and watched a lot of videos, but this is our first time ever having chicks. So any help you can give us is appreciated. Thank you. Okay, I'm about ready to go in and check on the chicks. We'll see if they're sleeping. take a look. Okay, here we go. I'll be really quiet. I guess at this point I'm wanting to know what I can do to make them not so afraid. I have been not holding them every day because I'm trying to get them to just settle down and grow up and be healthy, but I just don't want them running away from me every time I come in or put my arm in the box. They all scooch up in the corner like they're afraid. So what can we do to calm them down and make them more approachable and able to handle? Because I want them to be nice, friendly chicks, not mean ones. I'll get closer and show you what I mean. Right away they hunch up in the corner and they're all scared. But don't they look good for a week? We blocked off the corners so they wouldn't hog pile into the corner. The other corners we have water. We're just putting a little food in their trays right now because they scooch it all out onto the floor or the ground. Scratch it all out. But here they are, aren't they cute? I'm not gonna hurt you guys. Shh. Ooh, ooh. Getting some wing action going there. Wanting to fly a little bit. I don't know, those of you who have had little chicks, maybe you can help me out. What do I do at this point? I don't want to scare them. I've come in here and just sat with them. And sang to them without putting my arm in the box, trying to get them used to me. This is our dog, Marley. We have to take her out on a leash every day now because she pulled her ligament in her right back knee. It's just killing her that she can't be running free with our other dog, Maggie, which they usually are running around like crazy, and now she has to be led around on a leash. So she's not too happy about that. There's Maggie. And we usually have these little red squirrels around. So anyway, she is not happy about that, and neither are we, because it's a big pain in the butt to have to take her out on a leash 10 times a day. But we're hoping that it heals soon and she will not have to have surgery. So just a quick little update on our diggity dogs. Kevin brought over these boards from over at the mill. He milled them over there, and now he is planing them to use in the greenhouse. How's it going, Kev?
Fine. I replaced the blades on the cleaner.
Oh.
Get a nail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why would there be a nail in these boards?
That was one that I used for the
Oh,
and the screw broke off of it.
I see.
And I didn't see it.
Bummer. Okay. It's a beautiful day here in Minnesota, almost 70 degrees today. And as you can see, the grass is starting to green up, but the trees have not budded here in northern Minnesota yet. So, still waiting for things to bloom. The grass is starting to come up a little bit. Just in the last couple days, it's gotten better, but I guess it's kind of dry up here. So we could probably use some rain. We are done making our syrup for the season. We ended up with about 20 pints. They're not all here in this picture, but our daughters made us these adorable labels for Christmas. And they're going to make us some more because I didn't have enough labels. I only had enough labels for the jars here, but our syrup turned out better this year than last year, so we're very happy with it. My husband did most of the work. I just do most of the cleaning. I helped collect and get the buckets out and stuff, but he did a really good job this year. It was great. So this is where Kevin is on the greenhouse. He's got the walls up. We are going to have these plastic panels on the roof and these tin sides, but it's looking really good. Good job, Kev. Got the raised bed in the middle, a door on that end, a door on this end. Plenty of room for my hydroponic totes all along the edge. Got the, what is this stuff called? Weed cloth?
Woven fabric.
A woven fabric on the bottom. So,
The windows will go right above the door.
okay. Windows above the door and, okay, go ahead.
So the sides then, I'm going to have doors all the way along. There'll be 2 sets of them, 10 feet, and then they'll flip up on the bottom on each side.
For ventilation. So hopefully we'll be able to have our plants in here for a little longer that way, with the windows open on the top and the doors and ventilation all along the bottom. So yeah, I'm excited. We need some dirt here in the raised beds so I can start planting. It's nap time. Everybody's sleeping. If you want to see these guys grow up. Oh, gonna wake up now. It has been a few days since I taped it, that first sight of these guys, so they're actually a little bigger. Be sure to like and hit subscribe if you want to see the completion of the greenhouse, the transitioning of these guys out to their brooder, and eventually their coop. I'm going to be planting in my greenhouse. I can show you my hydroponic setup. Best thing you can do is share our videos on social media. Yeah, they're getting used to my voice, so they're not getting too upset. I'm going to get a little bit closer. But yeah, share our videos on social media. Be sure to like and subscribe. Maybe eventually you guys can help me name some of these chickadees. But when they crash out, they really crash out. Some of them are just flat on their tummies, their face down. But yeah, I try to come in and talk to them and get them used to my voice. Look at this little, see, look at how big. These are the Buff Orpingtons, I think. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you tune in to the next video, and I'll show you some updates on these guys and my greenhouse. Bye.